Did you know that you are God? You are not a God. You are God because God lives within you. Did you know that? And did you know that God created the heaven and the earth? He's a creator. That means you are a creator. I can go to like a verse to cover the Bible, but I do know that verse greater is He who is within me. So He is within you. What is within you? Your soul. God. You are God. That means you have the power to create whatever reality you want for yourself. That's why you have the free will to create a reality that is best for you. I hope you choose one that will benefit you, that one that will be best for you. No one can tell you what to do, who to be, how to be. You are God. Embrace it. Recognize your power. Learn to use it. Otherwise known as Tshego Kelly, and this is Living Life with Tshego Kelly. So I don't know, today I just wanted to talk about something that I feel like most people who are around my age, people who are in their 20s, who are in their mid-20s, in their 20s, let me just put it like that. People who are in their 20s go through, I feel like people go through a season in their 20s where there's that feeling of being stuck, no feel the way, no feel you are stagnant where you are in your life, and I've had those feelings, but I don't only want to talk about those feelings, but I also want to talk about and address how you can actually overcome those feelings. You get? So I go depressed, but I can't already why it's ever why I feel. But I guess at the same time it's also good to be to have someone who feels the same way that you do, and to recognize that whatever it is that you're going through, you're not going through it alone. It's not unique to you, it's a universal experience. They go through, especially people in their 20s. And I'm speaking because I'm in my 20s and I've been there. Still no, I don't want to say that. I'm learning to get over it. I'm working on getting over it. I'm working on getting rid of those feelings and finding a positive way to sort of move on with my life and get out of that feeling of being stuck and feeling getting over that feeling I didn't skill. Yeah, so I think for most people this transition happens at different stages in their lives. For me, the realization came when, I want to say, after I graduated. Because okay, sharp, you went to school, you got the degree, what now? And until okay, sharp, you went to school, you got the degree, you're gonna get a job. It seldom happens. It does happen, it's not impossible, but it seldom happens. I seem to especially in this economy, especially Mzansi, there's a lot of unemployed graduates. But when you are in the moment and the excitement of graduating dies down, it becomes something else. Even for Nairo is totally different because asanga kabali that excitement or oh my gosh, like I graduated, like asanga kabali that fever, because I graduated online, and there's nothing worse than graduating online. No one like no one like at all go sliding, like they just rolling on the screen, and there's no like counter gratification, like yeah man, I really did it. Like even for now, like when did I graduate? I graduated 2021, and I only celebrated my graduation like last year. Cause I didn't like make I feel like le degree last year. Cause I feel dating out, okay, like whoa, like I graduated. All I knew was that okay, sharp, this thing happened. That's the end of that chapter. So what now? What's next for me? And usually which is psychology, we are encouraged to move on, and well, it's not more of an encouragement, but if you actually want to be a practicing psychologist, because with my degree, it's a 4 years degree, it's an honors degree, you only qualify as a registered counselor. And if you want to actually practice as a psychologist, you need to do your master's. You still need to write the board exams with the Health Professions Council of South Africa. Like, it's a whole process that you still have to go through. So as sorry, ufeditse le nna 100 or so, as sorry ke feditse, as ke fetse sekolo, ke gap year. This is my second year ke le mo gaping. I'm on a gap year, honestly, because I know that I do want to do my master's at some point and get that, degree, that certification to say that I am a qualified psychologist. You get, but I haven't done that yet, and that's because I'm pursuing other things. So sharp, like I knew that okay, at that point after I graduated, I knew I'm not ready to do my master's yet, because there's other passions that I have that I knew deep down in my heart that I needed to explore. Thing is, I just didn't know where to start. Like next go to my guy, and there was that feeling, that overwhelming feeling that can actually lead to depression that I had. Fuck, I'm stuck in life. And to be honest, social media doesn't help. Okay, Lord, when you're going through whatever you're going through, and then Instagram. Instagram is the worst one. Like Instagram is the absolute worst. What's on Instagram, and then if you Instagram, Insta didn't. What's up? What's going on? Insta I didn't say. I'm going. Insta, like people that you went to school with, your peers, they're excelling. And it's so weird, because when you're going through that phase, you only see people that are doing exceptionally well, people that you grew up with, people that you went to school with, like you see them doing exceptionally well, and that just makes the feeling even worse. Because if you're like me and you've never not done anything, like if you're like me and your life has been consecutively like progressing, not just progressing, but there was always something to do. Like there was always something to do, man. I was always doing something. Something like I've always been doing something. So now here I am. That chapter is closed, and I don't know what to do with myself. Like I'm just here. And like that pressure, it doesn't just come from you, because you are beating yourself up already, because already like you're feeling like you're not doing enough. You're already feeling like, okay, you're not doing enough for yourself. You feel like you're not doing enough to make your life better, or to progress, like to continue to be progressive as a person, as a human being. You should feel like horrible, because you feel like you're not doing the absolute best that you can, knowing yourself. Okay, fine. Cool. I want to tell you get those, like, I was there, I was at that point, and bruh, the pressure already, I'm beating myself up about it. Like, I feel like, damn, we came shitty changing. Like, all of a sudden, it's ridiculous when you think about it, but when you're in that space, it feels so real. That just goes to show like how powerful the mind is, because it feels so real. You feel like you're a loser. You feel, well, I felt like I was a loser. Like, I felt like, what am I doing with my life? Yeah, sharp. I was still doing like YouTube. I was still putting out videos, and funny enough, I was consistent with videos, and my YouTube channel was doing well. This is not my first YouTube channel, by the way. So at that particular time, the YouTube channel was growing. I mean, it was growing very slowly, but it was growing. The videos that I was putting out were actually gaining viewership and all of that stuff. So do like native vibe. But at that particular moment in time, it just didn't feel like that. Like, shit felt weird. It didn't feel real. It just felt like, okay, how dare say no. And then you apply, yeah, you're applying for jobs. But so you're applying. And there's nothing worse than like people asking you in that moment and point in time, but because it's like, oh my gosh, get off my back. But and then you also get like applications for posts that you know that you definitely qualify for, and they will at least keep you busy. They will take your mind off of things, and at least like can get 1, 2, 3 done. Like rejection. Like, I remember like getting my first rejection email. It was painful. The second one, it was also painful. We regret to inform. We regret also I feel. Even though you expect it, it gets to a point where you start expecting it. We regret to inform. Like, bruh, it's so surreal. So hi, I wanna be tired. That happens. I just wanted to like say that and just normalize that. And you know, like when I think about it, because this was mostly last year for me, when I actually think about it, it wasn't even that bad, bro. Like, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I got to travel. I had a lot of free time, okay? I got to try, dude. And the things were just happening for me because I was a broke hand at that particular point in time. Like, it wasn't too long. No way. I mean, even now, I still don't have money yet, but I refuse to call myself broke hand now. I refuse. Even though I don't have money yet, I refuse to call myself a broke hand. But like, back then, I was a broke hand, legit. But I got to travel. Correctional service, and I really gained a lot of experience there. Like, prisoners. It really like it opened my mind. It really did. Like, my mind is more open, and I just want to say that like it's and like it's so weird. Like, this age that we are in, like your 20s are weird, man. You don't know if you're a child or if you're grown up. When I say child, I mean like a young adult. Like, you're not sure if you're still a young adult or if you're an adult. Because on the other hand, your other peers are partying, they're balling up a storm, they're having the time of their life. On the other hand, some of the peers are getting married, they're having babies, they're building families, like they have a real adult life. And then there's me. I'm just somewhere in between, and I'm just like, oh my god, what's happening?
Good, did you see it?
So yeah. Hey, I won't go share so ish. Bruh. But one thing I realized is that once you see yourself going through that, in that space, you just feel so lost. You kind of don't know. You feel because you do know internally, deep down, if you search, you do know. Mara, at that particular moment and point in time, you feel like you don't know. Like, you feel like I would say what you want to do with your life. You feel like you don't know what you want to do with your life. You don't know where your life is going. You know about wishy-washy. So that can be a bit traumatic, to say the least. But on the other hand, I realized once you find yourself in that space and you start getting those feelings, like you're feeling stuck in life and things are just not happening the way that you want them to, or your life is not progressing at a pace that you want it to. I realized that it honestly just means that a huge shift is about to happen in your life. A huge one. A big one. A big shift. Like a huge shift. It's like Bophelo was about to make a 360 or a 180. But there's definitely going to be a huge shift in your life. And once you get past those feelings of like being stuck and feeling a bit depressed and unsure of yourself, what happens next is that the path is clear. Like the blur, like it's another level of adolescent. Okay, not adolescent. It's another development stage. Yeah, that's the right word to use. It's another development stage in Bophelo. So your life is about to change. There's gonna be a shift. Yes, your life is about to make a 360. Your life is about to change for the better. And it's like walking through a fog or a mist, and misting because you don't know which direction to take. But what I'm going to tell you is that the mist is going to clear up and the vision will be clear and you'll know which direction of your life to take, where to go. So it doesn't last forever. It's a stage of development that happens. And the best way to go through this phase is to remind yourself that you are traveling your own journey. Is to remind yourself is to remind yourself your journey will not be the same as the next person. And just because you guys started at the starting point, it doesn't mean going forward you guys have to move in the same direction, because at the end of the day everybody has their own path to follow, so it's only temporary. And the best way to get through it, another way that I can suggest, be patient with yourself. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. You're doing absolutely fine. For where you are right now, you are doing absolutely great. You are moving at the speed that you're supposed to move. You're moving at the pace that you're supposed to move in. It's if you want a car but you don't have it yet, it's not your time. It's not your time to have a car yet. Your time will come and you're gonna have it. And when you have it, trust me, you'll prosper because you were ready. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we want things and we think we're ready, but we're not. It's one thing to think that you're ready, but it's another thing to feel ready. Like, It's one thing to say I want money, but it's another thing to be ready for money. Like if one is no, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Do you think you're gonna do what you know you're supposed to do? Or are you gonna do what you want to do? You know, so it's take your time, man. Let's like oh guys, like yo, relax, take your time with it. Then you'll see the vision will become clearer. Then you'll see o tlo khona go bona indlela ya gago ga botse, path ya gago tlo no e bona. O sa bontse ke motho selo o e bona straight go sure mo ke monna ke wa bona mo so mo go ya nna. This is my path. This is where I'm supposed to go, and you will be 100% sure about it. Nobody will dissuade you. Nobody will nobody will convince you otherwise, because they will say, and you'll be for sure. So, if you are going through that, if you're having feelings of being stuck in the moment, breathe through it. You know, love yourself enough to be patient with yourself. Relax, a dog. Doors will open themselves. You won't have to knock them down and push them down. No. It's not about Coco Wooly. You understand what I mean? It will come to you in abundance. Just relax. Calm down, breathe. It's okay. You're doing fine. Anyway, that's it. I don't want to talk too much. That is it. Thank you so much for joining me. If there's anything else that you guys want me to talk about, that you feel is relatable to most people, please drop your comments in the comment section down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Like, share, subscribe, all the shandies. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. Take care.